This isn't an actual match between one Sunday League team costing £10 and a professional one costing £1 billion. Imagine St John Fan TV after that.
Cheers. Son's crying. Nice one. Support them our whole lives and that's how they repay us. Me and the lads debated whether to go home at half time. I voted to leave. All right, Neil Warnock.
You've got no friends.
I just walked up and down outside the changing rooms for a week, hoping one of them would come up and have a go at me, so you know I could. All right, Liam.
I'm going to show you the footage today of my Sunday League team's biggest win of last season, in which I was directly involved in 6 goals and not a single bribe with an opposition defender. Now remember Soccer Manager Arena? They were the guys who gave me the Fabregas opportunity, and he still follows me to this day, so I'm eternally in debt to them. They're back with a brand new game called Soccer Manager 19, which is a proper football management simulator game. You basically just live the life as a football manager, but without the unpleasantness.
You try kicking the goal, you hit me?
And they've given me a £1 billion transfer budget to put together our dream team on Soccer Manager 19. I'm going to play 5 games on the app, which is how many games I played last season in Sunday League because of my injury, and see if I can record a bigger win than my Sunday League team achieved. To give me some motivation today to actually beat the Sunday League score, I've got my hands on 5 of the most dangerous objects known to man. I'm going to give away 5 of the proper Mitre FA Cup footballs. They're worth about £100 at the end of this video if I manage to beat my Sunday League score on Soccer Manager. This is rapidly turning into one of those videos that only I understand, but let's keep going. So first things first, I need to build up my £1 billion team. Messi is currently valued at 130 million. What, he's transfer banned? I'm sorry. I'm just trying adjusting the wage budget, see if we can get him on loan. I'm sorry, what do you mean Lionel Messi isn't interested? I do not feel a move to your club would be beneficial to my... Shock. And Ronaldo's not coming either and has refused to move from Juve. So, yeah, well on the way. I'm going to skip through the squad building as I began to select the players I wanted. All right, we'll get Sergio Ramos and change the tactics to attacking. Not in terms of the tactics, like the gameplay, in terms of how we approach the opposition. Over the next half an hour, I was locked in fierce negotiations with clubs as I began to build my £1 billion dream team. I'm actually going to go for Luis Suarez. I'm going to go for 60 million. And £1. The team is fully assembled. Luis Suarez and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang up front. Eden Hazard, Mohamed Salah bringing up the midfield. We've got Kevin De Bruyne playing defensive midfield. I kind of realised I've got so many attackers that I had to stick someone there with Toni Kroos. It's just, the whole team's just... And in our first game of the season, we were to face Newcastle. Surely we're gonna thrash Newcastle. Surely I'll be getting a dislike from Big Massive Willany. Surely. Before that though, it's time to kick things off at the local Cowfield. So our biggest win of the season here was, it was at home at the Fortress, had the home advantage behind us, all 7 of them. This was one of those days where the pitch wasn't great. One of those days when you've got a 50% chance of a 5-yard pass along the ground coming in at head height. In the first 10 minutes of games, you're always told to keep it tight at the back. Now I can't speak for my whole team, but personally, as their forward began to close down this back pass, I had no problem maintaining that particular condition. I strongly believe even Edison would have had trouble composing himself as the 11-man strong shout of "get rid" sounded across the pitch. And to be fair, our keeper did get rid of today's clean sheet. This is the next clip. Never change Sunday League. Yeah, then the corner comes in, a little bit of wobbling around, and it comes back to me. All that practice in the summer of how many hours of left-footed bicycle kicks, and the one chance I get when the footage isn't cut down by 3 hours of editing, and that's what I do. Fraud.
He's the biggest fraud out of all of them, blood, yeah?
Right, then the ball breaks on the right wing. I'm making a little run on the right. First time ball that Kevin De Bruyne would be proud of. He'll love sitting through that next time I catch up with him. And yeah, really nice finish from our striker. And that puts us at 1-1. Okay, so there's the first goal of the game. What I think I'm going to do is splice this up with Soccer Manager games in between goals in the Sunday League video. So that is 1-1. Let's check on how the first game of Soccer Manager is doing. No, that didn't make sense. Alright, 8 o'clock kickoff. Newcastle United are getting battered. So here we go, the 3D game mode. Right, 30 seconds in. Salah's in. Put it in. Come on, finish.
Salah in. Didn't need anybody else.
It's 1-0 and it's 40 seconds gone. Have I gone slightly overkill here? Oh, Mixer, what a ball that is. First time Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang gets his head on it. 2-0. Luis Suarez on the wing. What's he gonna do? Aubameyang again sticks it top corner. What a rude finish that was. Oh, is this a highlight for Newcastle? No, no, 4-0. It's 4-0. Suarez header is 5-0. It's 5-0 and it's not even half time. Tell you what, unless, I mean obviously I know what the score is, but unless we've had a classic Sunday League like 32-0 thumping, we could be in trouble. Oh, Suarez has a free kick edge of the box. Stuck him on free kicks before the game as well. What's he got? Oh my god, Chris MD himself would have been...
You deserve to die.
I told them to play it through the middle, told them to be creative, you know, no Jose Mourinho style. Kevin De Bruyne stuck it in the back of the net. It's 7-0. 7-0 is the first game we've played. I might even be getting a dislike from Brian as well at this rate.
You deserve to die.
Full time, the game has ended, and Newcastle have been absolutely rogered. 7-0. All right, that's game one. Set things off quite nicely. And returning back to the real football, this is another highlight for them. They're playing it out nicely from the back, actually, which is really brave on a day like this. Play a long ball towards their striker. This is actually really unlucky, as their striker accelerates past a man probably 20 years younger than him, and then finishes it like prime Canio, only for it to be ruled out for, I think, offside? Oh, no, it's the foul. It's a foul on the defender. It's a foul on the defender. VAR might have given that one. Can't wait for the day it comes into Sunday League. This is going to be a great day. There's no chance of it slowing down the tempo of the game, let's face it. So, second half, we're down in the right wing. Defender makes a rash tackle, comes across, takes out one of our midfielders. It's a penalty. The guy who won it was kind enough to hand over responsibilities to me, and of course I'll never shy away from an opportunity to prove myself in this department. It's not quite as simple as that though. So we've moved the pitch sideways to try and like give the grass time to heal basically. So there's a patch where there's just no grass, and of course the penalty spot from this season is now becoming like that. I had no idea which one was the actual penalty spot for like a solid 20 seconds. It could have been either of these two kind of like barren areas of ground. Thank you to the opposition defender who told me which one it actually was. This had actually been so long since I played a match of football, I couldn't remember what my penalty technique is. So I thought the safest thing would just be to just go recreate the sidemen one, really. Stick it at the keeper. Anyway, I did get off the hook with a rebound and stuck it in the bottom corner. I wasn't going to miss that one. Quite a lot of shin involved in that finish. It went in the back of the net, okay? That's what matters. And that was 2-1, which could be the last goal of the game for all you know. Right, game two, we've got United at Old Trafford. I get the feeling that's not going to be a 7-0. Come on, here we go, boys. Here we go. Old Trafford.
2 very boring minutes later.
And that's the end of that. Yeah, that's they clearly haven't changed to Solskjaer yet. That was not as exciting as I thought it was going to be. Right, so it's 2-1 to remind you. We have quite a lot of goals to try and get through here to even it up. Starting things off well though. We're on the attack. One of our players gets tackled. The ball falls really kindly to me. I don't know how I can be so sweaty in every single game of FIFA, and yet it doesn't even go through my mind here. If that's on FIFA, there's probably 2 or 3 passbacks that happen before that goes in the back of the net.
You deserve to die.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Our keeper made a couple of insane saves in this game, so I just had to leave him in. Moving on, we get a little bit of time. Our right back plays a really nice ball to me. I bring it down. Sensible thing would probably be to lay it off to the 2 free men with an open goal in the centre. But I clearly fancied a bit of stat padding. You know, those total number of take-ons are going to increase themselves. Had to make them really work for the tap-in, and yeah, laid it across goal. That was 3-1 to us. Right, our third game of the season, St Mary's away. Tough place to go and play at the best of times, okay, and to take penalties as well. Back to Suarez, puts it for Aubameyang, who sticks it in the back of the net. It's 1-0 already. One ball from Ramos. Luis Suarez, 2. Who was that? Eden Hazard sticks it in 2-0. Nice. Aubameyang, oh, it's so easy. It's so sweaty. Tell you what, I like how the goals ripple. Even back in FIFA 2005, we could have done with these goals. Oh, hello, Southampton. Southampton have scored. Southampton have scored. And we concede our first goal, despite the fact that I spent pretty much 300 million on our defenders. All right, anyway, a 3-1 against Southampton away. But again, obviously that Newcastle one's the big one that matters in this video. Returning back to the 3-1 Sunday League scoreline. They're on the attack this time. Another really good save from our keeper. Totally redeeming himself for that back pass situation. Me and a guy called Jack, who was playing midfield, we had a couple of nice little link-up moves. He made the run here and I played a ball through to him. Cuts inside, little Anthony Martial style into the far corner. I can't believe my head went Martial instead of Henry there first. Depressing day. Yeah, anyway, that makes it 4-1. So, another 4 goals, and this could be interesting. Game 4 is Cardiff City at the Emirates. I hope you've been practicing your Fortnite dances, boys. First highlight inside 5 minutes. Doesn't bode well for the travelling Cardiff City support, does it? Back post header, Aubameyang. It is 1-0. 5 minutes and 5 seconds. Didn't see a floss there, though, so let's chalk that one off. Ramos genuinely just headbutted him. They've somehow managed to personalise Ramos in this game. All right, half time and Cardiff are, yeah, they're really holding. Right, we got our goal from a header, so I'm gonna go, if we go wide, passing style, let's go short, and then let's go down both flanks. My plan is stick it to the wingers and get it in the box. Yeah, it's not working. No, it's definitely not. No. Oh no, Ramos is going. Ramos is going, surely.
His eyes look sad.
There's really not much action. There's not much I can tell you about from this one. Apart from that, Cardiff have held us. A 1-0 win against Cardiff at home. Wow. As this goes on, it doesn't reflect well on Newcastle, I must say. Right, with that, we got 1 game left to try and get a bigger win than the 7-0 thrashing against Newcastle. Right, now this is getting to the point in Sunday League games where the defensive line really starts to struggle. I got down the wing, played a ball across to our striker, a little bit of a mix of me playing it too hard and him not quite sorting out his feet. Ruins that chance. Good God, that is a ridiculous touch. You don't belong here. Oh, this would have been another one of those. Another one to add to my catalogue of Sergio Busquets assists. Pick up the ball in midfield. Oh, and lay it off in my own half to one of our midfielders who runs past 3 or 4 of them and then unfortunately drags it wide. All right, so goalkeeper on the ball. Okay, this is what you will come to these videos for. So, ball played through to me, I make a really nice run, timing it perfectly. I've been in these situations a few times. I've kind of tried to lob the keeper. I'll see if I can find the clip from my videos. Just haven't quite got it right. Yeah, I make the run, beat the offside trap, one of those ones where you try and sort of curve it around, and go for the chip to the back post, and it really doesn't get too much more satisfying than that. Very proud of that one. Let's show a replay, shall we? Yeah, okay, let's do it. Unfortunately, the camera doesn't catch me flossing at the corner flag. So 5-1 at this point. Those Mitre footballs might not be safe after all. Obviously, I know, but yeah, I'm just trying to make it interesting. Come on. All right, here it is. The last game of the season. Well, our season, our 5-game season, is Huddersfield Town. 7-0, currently the biggest result we have. After this game, it will be revealed what we got in our Sunday League match. Obviously, I know what the score was, but to give us the best chance of beating it, you know, to keep you guessing all the time, we've got to go for a bigger win here. 7 minutes gone. First highlight by the looks of it. Interesting. Goalkeepers are quite a long way out. Aubameyang has stuck it in the back of the net. 1-0. This is looking good. Okay, 10 minutes. We got a second one. Eden Hazard's in. The goalkeeper. Some questions to be asked of him. Huddersfield have got a corner, and they've stopped. Why are we so bad from corners? This is a good game. A real advert for the Premier League. This is, yeah, there's a serious amount of highlights in this game. Salah is on the way. Cross into the box. Oh, who is that? Luis Suarez. First time volley. Top bins. 5 goals. Can we do it? Kevin De Bruyne sticks one in. Luis Suarez has put it in the bottom. Keeper hasn't even moved. Embarrassing. Oh, we could be on. We could be on for it here. Come on, let's get another one here and then it's really on. Oh, Mohamed Salah has stuck it in the back of the net. Here we go. This could happen. This is going to be close. This is perfectly set up. Salah into the box. It's in off the post. Eden Hazard doesn't win many headers, doesn't score many of them, but he has now. Solo, Alpha Hazard. What's a first time cross? That is Aubameyang. It's 7-1. We've scored 7 yet again. What an absolutely ruthless attack. Could this be the 8th? This could be it. Eden Hazard, Suarez. Come on, Aubameyang. It's 8-1. The 9-1 could be on. All right, we have equaled the 7-0 scoreline. No, it could be on. All right, my camera stopped for a second there. I'm not sure for how long for, but Huddersfield have a penalty. Just can't keep 8-2 scorelines away from Arsenal. 8-2. We've conceded. The 8-1 was on. I think that's going to be... Oh, hello. Could be a 9-2. Oh, Luis Suarez makes it 9-2. Oh, referee's blow for full time. A 9-2. That is the biggest win that we've got. I think that beats a 7-0. So on the final game, we've got our biggest win, 9-2. I've done all I can. It's all over at the Stadium of Light, but it still might happen. in the Sunday League match, so let's go check it out. Now for the last 10 minutes of this match in Sunday League football, we're at the point in the game where the defensive line is just non-existent. It doesn't exist, okay? It's totally disintegrated at this point. So yeah, I'm capitalizing on that by just playing on the last man. Up on the left wing. Once again, why haven't I spotted this guy in the centre? Like, anyway, laid it off to our midfielder. Drew in the defender, and he goes around the keeper to make it 6-1. I'm sitting on 2 goals and 4 assists in this game at the moment, which I think is my best ever return rate in terms of being involved, in terms of goal contributions in a game. Still not over yet. Okay, 6-1. Does it get any bigger than that? That's the question. They then get a free kick, edge of the box. Can they pull one back? Curled really nicely to the back post, hits the back. Really unfortunate. If that one goes in the top corner, it looks great. We're attacking down the right wing, looking dangerous. The defensive line's not looking great, but the molehill stands in for their lack of defenders, just brings our attacker to the floor. And then moving on, the ball comes down to me, left wing, long ball. I cut past their defender and try and cut it back. The goalkeeper's got it all sorted though. A little more unfolds, edge of the box, really nice pass. I pick it up, have a go, bottom corner, just wide from the post, sorry, and that is full time. So we've done it! The Mitre footballs are all yours! We only won 6-1. That 7-0 thrashing of Newcastle has done it. Now if you fancy having a go at Soccer Manager 19, it is on the App Store and the Play Store. So yeah, go check it out if you're into Football Manager games. It's a good one. As you've seen, you can play with the 3D game engine, sign players on the transfer market. They've got a new squad update coming out very soon, so now's a good time to try it. Additionally, you can also upgrade your stadium. You can like upgrade the capacity and things. There's way more tactics that I haven't gone into today. Kind of breezed over that. You don't really need it when you've got a £1 billion team. The links to that will be in the description below, so head on over and grab that if you fancy. I'm going to put a post up on Instagram about the 5 Mitre footballs. If you head on over there, give me a follow over there for now if you're interested. They haven't actually arrived yet, so I'm going to put up a post once they've arrived and I can actually put out the giveaway. And I'll announce what to do on the actual post at the time. But that'll be sometime in the next week. I will go through and pick someone, pick 5 people even. Imagine the damage one person can do with 5 Mitre footballs. So obviously that means that the £10 Sunday League team have lost this little competition. I can't imagine the local support are going to be taking that very well. Let's take a look at what St John Fan TV thought about this loss.
If I left my cattle in a field for 90 minutes, they wouldn't produce anywhere near as big a pile of And back to me.
Last thing, if you want to start your Soccer Manager 19 career with a £1 billion transfer budget, just leave your game ID in the comments below and I will pick one of you.